I'm going to show you how to use ECM Titanium to see how Hotstart works. Just cover a few bits on Hotstart on a Volkswagen Golf. So first thing you need to do is on ECM is open up the original file. So you do that by going over to the Browse button and clicking on the original file that you want to open. Once you open that, it starts searching through the drivers in ECM Titanium, searching through a possible 44,832 drivers to find the one compatible driver that's available. Always let it search through all of them. Once it's found one, it'll populate itself in this line here. Always let it complete its search in case it finds two drivers. You'll see if it ever does find two drivers or three drivers, one might suit your car better than the other. So as you can see there, it's just populated a possible driver there, one compatible driver so far. And the vehicle I'm dealing with here is a Volkswagen Golf. As you can see in the top bar here, there's a registration number, 2008 Golf GT TDI, 170 horsepower using the Siemens PPD 2.1 ECU. So it's around about halfway through at the moment, just checking through all the different drivers. I'll pause the video and continue once it's finished. So it's just about finished here. I've got 4,000 more to go through. The faster RAM you've got for your laptop, the faster this is going to work through. You can do manual searches and all that, but we'll show that in the ECM course. Right, so that's all the drivers searched through. It's found the one possible compatible driver. You want to download the driver. It downloads pretty quick. And then accept the new driver. So what that's going to do is populate all the different outline maps that ECM's found in its driver. As you'll probably know, Winols is going to give you a lot more possible maps than what ECM will give you. Sometimes for your stage 1 tuning, ECM's enough, and sometimes you need Winols even for stage 1 and other programs like Swiftec and all that. But for doing what we need to do here, this will be fine. This box here is just warning you about checksum. It's not going to be creating any or fixing any checksum, but that's not a problem. Most modern day tools now like KES, KTag, Auto Tuner and a lot of stuff will cover the checksum for you anyway. If you don't know what checksums are, check out our remapping course, and it will cover all about checksums, but it's not really anything to worry about. So you want to store the file as an original file because it's been classified as an original, so you want to store that in your database for next time. And then it's going to open up all the different maps that could be adjusted from air control, injection, engine torque, turbo system, like your turbo maps, and any other maps it finds. So what I've done the Hotstart fix already on this file, so I'm going to open up the modified EEPROM, which is this box here, click browse. So you press browse there and locate your tune file. Made already with the Hotstart fix. And if you scroll through these maps, you'll see that they're all got these little green boxes here, and none of those was ticked when we had the original in there. I'll go further down. None of them got ticks in, but this one has now got a tick, which is torque during cranking. So engine coolant RPM versus the engine coolant temperature. So in the middle is torque basically. So in Newton meters. So what we can see here, this is a standard map in blue, and the red map here is the tuned map. So as you can see, this change has been made in this file, and you can flip between the two. So to flip between the two, the quickest way to do it is just press the escape key on the keyboard, and it'll flip between the original and the tuned. And just to cover that as well, to open this file, if I open this map, just simply double click on it, double right click on it, sorry, left click on it, and it'll show you the map. You can look at this map in different formats. You can look at it in 3D by clicking this 3D button. That's the original, that's the tuned. You can see it in 2D. You can change the scale if it's easier for you to see by stretching the map out or compressing it down. The blue lines is the standard and the red is the tuned. In most cases these should always follow a similar style, similar pattern, even when they're tuned, depending on the maps. The EGR maps might be a bit different, but general tuning, they should always follow a similar pattern. Shouldn't be massively different. You shouldn't have your original like in this sort of shape and your tuned all going all over the place. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the what sort of changes have been made between this original file and this tuned file here. Right, so if we go back to the original, that's a stock file. This part has been changed. Let's get rid of this. So this part of the map's been changed. So when the vehicle engine coolant temperature is from -18 degrees to 90 degrees in that part of the map, right from throughout its the whole part of its cranking, it's been increased by 23 Newton meters of torque. So that's the increase there. You can also see it's pretty much the same, but the difference where the map's different from the original. So there you can see you've gone from 160 to 183. Here you've gone from 140 to 163. So basically across the whole map, or that section of the map anyway, it's had a 23 Newton meters increase, which is enough to fix the issue. You can, if you wanted to, you could put this all back to stock. To put it back to stock, all you need to do is select the area of the map you want to put back to stock. So for instance we wanted to in 90 degrees, which is the operating temperature, do something else to it, like change this right back down. You can just press this button here, paste original, and that'll paste the original file back. That's pasted the original, overlaid the original back over there. If you wanted to save that map, you just simply exit, press OK, and that'll save the changes you've made. And that's that. If you want to go back into it, double click on it, and now when you press on increase, you'll see this part of the map hasn't had any increase whatsoever. If you want to add that increase back, you could put that back here. And you could do that as a percentage if you wanted, or an absolute. And that's that. We'll save that file again, that map, go back in, go on to increases, and see that that's all been put back to what it was. There's a 23 Newton meters increase. So yeah, it's a lot to get used to with ECM. We do a course on how to use it, go through all these buttons do, the differences between them, how to make changes, what changes should we be making, why should we be making them changes, why you'd go less or more on the different factors that you might choose to go down. But yeah, that's the basics of a Hotstart fix. These programs like Swiftec that we use. So we don't do this, normally we don't do this manually by making these changes manually. We'll simply just run it through a program and that will make these changes for us. Same with EGRs and DPFs. But sometimes it's good to know how to do it manually and how it's being done. If a customer's interested and wants to know how the Hotstart works, this will give you the information you need to to inform them what's being changed on the file, really. But yeah, check out our other courses, and you can learn lots more about all these different maps and how to use the different programs out there.